Hello everyone and welcome back to Butter Plays Something. We are playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We just finished snooping around the apartment complex and we're about to head out to the rest of the upper city of Terrace. I'm Boater, that's an Ithorian. Let's play something. Okay, Upper City South. Just head southways, you can't miss it. Only point of interest in this entire city is the cantina. When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation that, well, I'm just glad I get a sensation. Just looked up that commercial this past week. I love it. It's good times. It's everything I could have hoped for. You can turn off subtitles, but no, I like this. Journal entry added. Okay, let's take a peek at this journal stuff. See what we got. Rapid transit system. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic has a rapid transit system to allow you to move quickly through the game. You can access the rapid transit system through your map screen. On the map screen, you will see a button that says Return to Hideout. In non-action areas, you can use this button to instantly transport you back to the apartment complex where your base is located. In some action areas, this button will be disabled. While in the apartment complex, the button on the map screen will read Transit Back. When pressed, you will then be transported back to the location where you last used the Return to Hideout function. Remember, if you leave the area around your hideout, the Transit Back button will switch back to Return to Hideout, and you will have to manually walk back to your previous location. You should try using the Return to Hideout and Transit Back buttons now, just to see how they work. No, I'm good. Dia's Bounty, search for Bastila. Planetary information. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do is... Oh, that's probably how we came down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a lap of... Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him, see if you can get him to open up about it. Sure,
yes,
whatever.
What's on your mind?
I'd like to know some more about you, Karth.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot.
So much for not having time for this.
Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter.
Excuse me? Do you mind?
Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
Raphael Sabarge with the sad backstory. Calm down, I was just asking. You're talking like it's your fault, like you failed somehow.
It shouldn't be my fault. Nah. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
Them? Hold on. Them? Do you mean the people of your homeworld?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
You were the one with ants in your pants. Alright, so as I was gonna say before he got moody, map's over here. I'm going to be doing a lap, pretty much just keeping my right hand on the wall kind of thing, looping around. It should get the whole thing explored. Let's see here, a little side room. Very nice. Kebla's shop. Equipment Emporium. Yes, let's look in here, see what we got. Kebla Yurt.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
I want to ask you some questions.
Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
I think we're good on general information. Well, sure. I need some general information on Terrace.
Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't
Oh,
you? Come
so
to Terrace for a
sad.
short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the upper city. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the lower city. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there.
What do you know about Davik?
Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. This is the name of the exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
Yeah, you're a real big shop on an upper. Is he working with the Sith?
Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
Swoop gangs? What can you tell me about them?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes,
Playing that
terrorizing the lower
foosball.
city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the Hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
I was wondering how you feel about the Sith. I mean, I kind of get an idea.
It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
Yep, to that. You know anything about these escape pods that crashed here on Terrace?
I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first.
Yep. I'll be going now.
Good day to you, then. Welcome to the equipment.
Let me see what you got for sale.
Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Alright. Ooh, I want that. Bonaden alloy heavy suit. And it's a fucking pretty thing, too. Okay. So, anything here that I want right now? No, but I will make sure to try to buy that before everything's all set. And I'm not going to try to raid your shop. That would be silly. Let's raid the shop. Whoosh. Let's see here. This is to the cantina. We're going to wait on that for a moment. We'll check out the old water hole when we're done exploring the rest of the area. Like I said, I want to do a loop, see what shows up, and then we can do that kind of thing afterward. Alright, what do we got? Medical facility. Gurney.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties? Go talk to Zelka if you need something.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still,
what's that supposed to mean?
Here.
Like, seriously?
Said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Terrace. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Rat ghoul disease?
The terrible affliction has plagued Terrace for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters.
You go down there
that
and
live
they're
in the
just
Undercity
people.
below Terrace's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed
Oh
on
my
the
gosh,
flesh
they're
of
zombies! Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Terrace were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived.
Everything changed when the
They
Fire Nation
overran the
attacked.
military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Terrace forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
I might know a guy.
I couldn't afford to give you more than a few med packs and a handful of credits.
I might be able to
Medical
help you
Center can
for a
barely afford to
price.
stay open as it is, but it hardly matters anyway. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Attacking a Sith? I would never do that. Karth, do we do that? No, no. Yeah.
I am quite busy maintaining the facility. I know enough to be scared of them. I've heard about the brutality of the Sith. So far, all they've done is ask me some general questions, but
Simply
I
out
guess there's
of
not much I
evil
can do about
spite.
the Sith, except hope that the Republic finds a way to stop their...
Let me take a look at what you got for sale.
Of course. Just step over here and I'll show you what I have in stock. My prices are very reasonable. Just what I need to keep this facility operating.
Should probably charge just a little bit more. Advanced med pack. Wouldn't be bad. And adrenal stuff, which I don't need right now. Okay, so did I get that quest without being all like, we're gonna do it? Yay. Lab personnel only. Locked. I could unlock it. I'm gonna save and then see what happens when I try to unlock it.
No problem. Got it.
What are you doing? Don't go in there! That door is for employees only!
I recognize these men. They're Republic soldiers.
You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
I am a friend of the Republic. You can trust me.
I guess I better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Going to cost you. Anything I can do to help
I'm
them?
afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for the...
Light side points gained. Yay. Might want to close that door.
You there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
An offer? What are you talking about?
Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
Why does Davik want the cure so badly?
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away. Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know.
Where can I find
He
Davik
likes
if
to
I want to
keep
give
his
him a
business
cure?
arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the rat ghoul serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
And what if I tell Zelka you're helping Davik get the cure?
I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me? Or some off-world stranger?
Who's he gonna believe?
Be
Someone who
smart
talks like
about
this? Or someone who talks
You'll
like
get a better
this?
deal selling to Davik.
I'll
And
keep
then
your
only
offer in
the rich
mind.
could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
You know, shh.
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll
Yeah. Just keep his hopes up a little bit. Okay.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits. A down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No.
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
I don't like your attitude. Better teach you a lesson. There, helping but not being like a saint about it.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money.
That's your
He'll
fault.
just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Alright, I'm not gonna offer to help. Maybe I can help you. Well, I'm just glad I could help.
I'm getting out of here before...
Do these guys have any money on them? Yeah, they did. Cool. They'd already taken some collections. I'll take that, and I'll be happy with that. Upper City North. Don't want to do that right now. We did that. Gonna head back to the cantina. So if you really want dark side points, it's save them and then extort them for more money. Alright, we're getting some skills. Awareness, persuade, security. Excuse me. And treat injury. Ah, that was a lot of boops. I guess that's done. Alright, cool. Yeah, let's check out the cantina. Is it possible to, like, sheath my weapon so I'm not just walking around with this out? What the fuck? What do you want?
yes, what's on your mind?
Is this a good time to ask you some more questions?
I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
That's the damn questions already.
Pretty snappy with the orders, don't we? Okay, you got it, sir. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Why ask me? I don't see the point.
I'm just trying to figure it out. I saw enough men lose their lives needlessly during the Mandalorian Wars. It's difficult to see that happen all over again. We lost the ship and a lot of good people. And for what? In the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't
Yes,
choose
let's
that
talk about this
anyway.
battle
It
with
got forced
the
on
Sith
us.
doing a tango
Hell,
back there.
I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet
Independent
anyway?
contractor, I guess? I mean, I used to be a smuggler, if you have to know. I was recruited into the fleet for my knowledge.
A smuggler? I should have guessed. Isn't it odd, however, that a smuggler who was added to the crew at the
Because
last
I
minute
have different
just
training than
happens
everyone
to be
else. They were
alive?
prepared for Republic soldiers. You implying that I had something to do with the crash?
No. Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested a transfer
Oh,
aboard
wait, what?
happens to survive.
Why would Bastila request my transfer?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board, but hell, they practically took over the ship.
A bowl
as far as I
of
could
green
tell.
M&Ms.
Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises.
What do you mean by surprises?
I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe.
Are you always this suspicious? Oh, hold on. You do know we're on the same side, right?
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons.
Oh, look at that sad face.
No, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
You're the one getting all fucking antsy whenever we get near the freaking cantina. So fine, yes, let's focus on more important things and keep it there. Let's do that.
Like I said before, I prefer action to talk anyway.
God. To the cantina. Be the option for security. Excuse me. You know, I think this was the first thing I ever played with the D20 system. Like, nothing tabletop. My first role-playing stuff was 2nd edition. Niklos.
Don't you just love watching the Pazzak players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazzak player on Taurus?
Goodbye.
If you ever wish to test yourself against the best...
Yeah, get out of here.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazzak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Why not?
My name's Guru.
Who are you?
I used to be a card shark, one of the best Pazzak players in the Outer Rim. But that was before I retired from the gambling life.
You giving up gambling? Why?
Don't get me wrong. The game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy, from the core worlds to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim. I've won countless fortunes, and lost countless more. But that was long ago, and things have changed. Gambling is a young man's game. That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits gets you my old Pazzak deck and a free lesson. A great offer if you can afford it.
Sure, I'll buy your deck.
Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pads so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I'd like a Pazzak lesson. Before each Pazzak match, you must select 10 cards to form your side deck. 4 of these cards will be randomly drawn to form your hand during the match. The basic Pazzak deck has 2 of each card from +1 to +5. You will find other side deck cards as you play Knights of the Old Republic with values ranging from +-1 to +-6. Select 10 cards to form your side deck now. Ah. Stop the double clicky A! God. The object of the game is to have your face-up cards total higher than your opponent's hand without exceeding a total of 20. If a player's total is greater than 20 at the end of a turn, a bust, the opponent wins the set. A player must win 3 sets to win the match. The first player draws a card from the main deck and turns it face up to begin their turn. This is done automatically. This is a hand for the match. It is made up of 4 cards randomly selected from the side deck you've selected earlier. These cards have to last through all the sets of the match. After drawing a card, the player has the option of playing one of the cards from their hand. You can only play 1 card from your hand each turn. Playing a card from the hand is optional. If your total is over 20 after your draw and you have a negative card in your hand, you can play it to bring your total back under 20. A player's turn is over when they select either end turn or stand. If you choose end turn, you will draw another card on your next turn. If you choose stand, you will not draw any more cards, but you cannot play any more cards from your hand until the next set of the match. You may now choose to play a card from your hand to hand, end turn, or stand. We're going to end turn. Your opponent uses the same rules you do. Each turn they draw a card, and they have the option to play a hand card, to end turn, or to stand. And we'll just play that card. If a player's total is exactly 20, they automatically stand. The opponent can continue to play until they stand or bust. Ha! You win the set. Ah, but there are 3 sets. I think was the gist of that. Oof. 10, yikes. You bust and your opponent wins. Yeah, I know. It was a bust. I know. Opponent wins the set. Match continues until one player has won 3 sets. Ties do not count. You are never given more hand cards in the match, so use the 4 cards you have carefully. Ugh. I know! Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Ah. Okay. Shut up. Stop telling me the same things over and over. Although it was nice when I double-clicked A and then... It's a shame to waste a card on a tie. Oh. Well, I know how to play Pazzak. Let's continue on.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
You're from the military base? You don't look like one of the Sith.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith occupation force.
Nice to meet you.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. It can make this job pretty lonely.
I'm not actually from Taris. I'm just stuck here till the quarantine
You're an
ends.
off-worlder. I figured you'd be even more angry being stuck on a foreign planet and all.
We're both strangers on Taris. We gotta stick together.
You're right. It's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things?
You got a pretty positive attitude.
Exactly. It's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it.
Are we going to be dancing on
It's pretty
tables?
easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
Must be tough being stationed on a hostile world.
That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Sounds good, I'll be there.
Don't be late. We're starting
get
right
lucky.
after our shift's end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some uniforms. And she's out. Terrace citizen, Teresian noble.
What? Why are you speaking to me? Can't you tell from my clothing that I'm of the nobility? Get away from me. I can't be seen talking with a common rabble. It wouldn't be proper for a man of my standing.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I guess you've experienced many lonely evenings, something I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
Enough aspersions.
Everyone's worried the Sith will come in here and shut us down. Can you imagine how dull it would be if we didn't have any music on Terrace?
Yeah, slightly long episode going around the cantina, but whatever. It's cool. It's cool.
This Teresian ale is fantastic. We should... go. I'm sorry, I'm too busy to talk. I've got to get...
Oh,
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent
Really old guy.
Duncan.
Really?
And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual. Our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon Two Fingers.
Yay.
I haven't seen you around here before. You looking to step into the duel ring? Or did you just come to watch? Good to see some new blood in the fight game. Things have gotten pretty stale around here lately. If you're serious about this, go talk to Azure the Hutt. He's the duel organizer. He'll probably start a rookie like you out against Duncan.
Yay. Speaking of Duncan.
What are you looking at, fresh meat? You want a piece of me? You want to step in the dueling chambers with me? Big talk. Go speak with the Hutt in the corner to back it up. He's the duel organizer. I'll look forward to our match. Fresh meat is just what I need to end my losing streak.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to all the combatants here, and then we're gonna split off into a new episode for the dueling
Hello
ring.
there, Off-World. Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh, you look like an old guy who's actually capable.
I'm one of the duelists here at the cantina. I was wondering when you'd get around to talking to me.
Were you expecting me?
No, we've never met. It's just that most people who come here to watch the duels are bored nobles. looking for a little excitement in their drab lives. But you're different. You look like you know a thing or two about combat. I'm guessing you didn't come here to sit on the sidelines and watch a duel. Are you looking for a match?
Yeah, well, tell me more about the duels.
The duels themselves
seem to be
are
like
simple enough.
not a douchebag.
Two combatants armed with stun pistols into the ring. One walks out a winner. The other is carried out unconscious on a stretcher. If you're interested in setting up a match, or if you want to place a wager, just go speak to Adger. He's that hut over in the corner. He'll make all the arrangements. Goodbye, stranger. Maybe we'll talk again later.
And what about this one? Excuse me. I want to talk to this one.
I know what you're going to say. I'm so beautiful, I'm so attractive. How can someone who looks so hot with a weapon in her hand be called ice? Well, I've heard it all before. I'm here to take care of business in the dueling ring.
Huh, that was cold.
Now you know why they call me Ice.
Oh, come on, I was trying to play along with you. I mean... What about this one? You got anything to say? Are you completely insane? Okay. Bye then. Also, I'd appreciate some space. Okay. So, next episode's going to be all dueling. This one ran a little bit long. I didn't realize I'd be getting to the dueling right now, so whatever. Next episode's going to be that. We'll see what we can do. In the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter.com/BoaterBug and subscribe on Patreon.com/BoaterBug. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a good one, and may the Force be with you.